Hey there, friends, and welcome back to another 3-Minute Thoughts. My name is Derek, and in the next 3 minutes, we're going to look at Proverbs 16 through 18. Words, ways, and what really matters. These 3 chapters zero in on some major life themes: your plans, your pride, your words, your friends, and how to handle conflict. Think of these chapters as a blueprint for walking wisely through relationships and key decisions in life. Let's look at Proverbs 16. This chapter opens with a crucial reminder. Verse 3 says, "Commit your work to the Lord and your plans will be established." It's not about making good plans. It's about surrendering them to God. He weighs motives, establishes steps, and even uses adversity for his purposes. There's also a deep dive into pride versus humility. The old saying, pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before the fall. But better is a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. That's verses 18 and 19. The big takeaway in this chapter is that if you start with God, he sees the heart, he knows the future, and he delights in humility and wise speech. Therefore, starting with God is the wisest thing to do. Chapter 17 talks about what you value shows in your life. This chapter feels like a real x-ray into our lives. It's like a relational x-ray of sorts. It asks some hard questions, like, what do you really value? Gold and silver are nice, but wisdom and peace are better. Think of the wisdom of Solomon. He could have asked for anything, and yet Solomon asked for wisdom. There's wisdom in overlooking an offense. And danger in stirring up strife. A true friend loves at all times, but a person of understanding is slow to speak and calm in spirit. This chapter also reminds us to protect our integrity and to avoid foolish choices, especially in who we align ourselves with. This is key because we shouldn't chase comfort or status. Instead, we should be pursuing wisdom, peace, and loyalty. Chapter 18 goes hard on the theme of speech. Verse 21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits." In other words, what you say is shaping your world, for better or for worse. Foolish talk brings destruction. Wise talk brings healing and respect. There's also a word on isolation and a surprising truth about real strength. And the final note that we want to mention is the greatest treasures in life. It says in verse 24, "A man who has friends must himself be friendly, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." The whole thing sums up with, your words have power. So speak life with your words. Lean on the Lord. He is your source of refuge. These chapters remind us that wisdom isn't just what you know. It's how you speak, how you relate, and how much you trust God with your life. That's it for today, my friends.